Gemini, this is your energy check-in love reading. We're tuning into the person on your mind or your current situation and the energy unfolding for you right now. Let's see what wants to come through. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Geminis, please. All right, so your energy, the King of Cups in reverse. Your person, the Queen of Cups in reverse. So really strong water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This person is viewing you as their 10 of Cups, Gemini. What you're not seeing is the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. And the future outcome, we have the King of Swords, or this is your advice to stay in alignment. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And we have the Ace of Wands in reverse, okay? So what I'm seeing is, first of all, there's a lot of people showing up here, Gemini. So there may be a lot of people in the mix, or there may be some interference. That doesn't have to be romantic rivals. I mean, it can be past people, it can be family, it can be friends, it can be coworkers, it could be there's always people around you too. But Gemini, your energy, the Ace of Wands in reverse and the King of Cups in reverse, is telling me that you're feeling emotionally drained. Now, it may be by this situation, or it may be that you're feeling low life force energy, like you're just feeling a little bit worn down. It may also be that you've experienced some sort of rejection that has left you feeling emotionally drained, and it may be by this person, or it could be something, like I said, you're reacting to from the past. There could just be fears of rejection here. Yeah, but it looks like you're in some sort of separation here, or you've gone through some sort of breakup. Now, it could be with this person. Now, the good news is you both are showing up as the King and the Queen of Cups, which is a beautiful match. But the 10 of Cups in reverse tells me you've recently been through some sort of separation, and you're feeling it, and you're reacting to this. Now, you're viewing this person as the Moon card, Cancer, Pisces energy. All right, so you may be worried, or you may feel like this person is secretive. You may feel like they have deep secret feelings, but they just haven't revealed them to you yet. And if this is a connection that hasn't quite found its form yet, or you're in separation from this person, you may feel like this person has these deep feelings, but they're not able to express them. And of course, that can be quite exhausting. And you're viewing the relationship as the Page of Swords. So this is a connection that's still very much on your mind. You may be hearing gossip about this person. You may be getting a lot of input from other people that's making you question, is it right? Is it not right? Should we get back together? Is this someone I should pursue? You know, because some of you, it's a new person. For others of you, it's someone, like I said, you're in separation from. So it feels like you're in the process of gathering data here about this person, about this connection, and whether or not it's worth moving forward with. Now, the World card, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius energy. This person may be at a distance from you. Excuse me. Sorry, I had to pause the camera for a second. This person may be at a distance from you. They may come from a very different background from you. But it definitely feels like they still feel there's unfinished business here. Okay, or that something may need to end before they can have this new beginning with you. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we need to know. Clear messages, advice, and guidance. Happy ending. So though it may not seem like it now, you will accomplish far more than you could ever imagine. Your story will have a happy ending. Okay? And this person sees you as their happy ending, Gemini. Again, if this is a connection that hasn't found its form yet, or it's someone that you have been dealing with. All right, celebrate. Stop finding holes in your success or a reason to undermine it. You deserve to celebrate yourself and your accomplishments. Ooh, so there's a happy ending. There's something here to celebrate. Remember, you deserve to be celebrated. And higher view. Be aware if what you're doing fits the big picture, and ask yourself what new actions you can take to elevate higher. Now, that's especially true for some of my Geminis where you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. If you've been through, a series of disappointments in love, or you've recently experienced, a separation, some of my gems, you may be projecting that onto this connection and expecting the worst, right? That's not going to be for all of you, though. And Spirit saying divine assistance. Your prayers have been heard. The divine is currently supporting and guiding you. Allow yourself to receive. Okay? And the Queen of Cups in reverse tells me this person in a lot of ways may be mirroring you, or they may be feeling the same way. They may be hesitant to emotionally invest. They might be feeling drained by what's happening. They might be feeling drained by all this interference, because I do see like other people. Again, friends, family, advice, coworkers, people always around you too. The Three of Pentacles in reverse. It does look like this person is worried about compatibility, about you two being on the same page, but they're worried about third-party interference. And I kind of get, some of my gems, it could be romantic rivals, but I'm really kind of being drawn to this idea that there's always people around you, like coworkers, or there's always like friends and family weighing in, that it may be hard to, get to be alone, with yourself, be alone together, right? Is kind of what I'm trying to say there. Or that there's gossip. Yeah, and they're worried that they're going to miss this opportunity with you. That's why they are holding back a little bit. But I do see this person wants stability and sees that with you, Gemini. And we see the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, but they're working on it. They're not giving their all to this connection just yet, because it kind of feels like you both are still gathering data, still trying to figure things out here. Now, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse can be a warning, okay? And it's coming through twice in this reading for your person. This person may have codependencies. Your person may have some unhealthy habits, all right? So it's something to be looked at. But they're viewing you as their happy place. 10 of Cups, they're seeing you as their happy ending, Gemini. They're seeing you as their partner. They want love, they want stability, they want support. They know that you're hurt or you're disappointed, or you've been recently left out in the cold, or you're disappointed by what's going on with you and them. This person's very attracted to you and they absolutely want a new beginning. And we see the Magician energy in reverse, Virgo, Gemini energy, but they may not be fully trusting this. Okay, they may not be trusting how you're feeling. So I'm kind of getting, you're both kind of dancing around the same thing. Neither one of you is really fully trusting, moving towards this connection, but there's something here. There's something special here. And I feel like because you have a lot of interference, I just feel like there's a lot of people around, maybe people gossiping, friends and family weighing in, coworkers always watching you, things like that. Now you could be dealing with a Leo, Strength card. But I do think your person here feels the strength of this spiritual connection. I also feel, Gemini, when they're around you, like the base of your connection is they feel comfortable with you. As in they feel like, you're the one that calms them down, right? You bring them peace when it's just you and them. I also think this person is building up strength and courage here, Gemini, to speak up and to communicate. Okay, which really might clear things up, because I can't seem to move on from happy ending and celebration. It feels like there's potential for something beautiful here. Now we see hero and heroine. So we see the shadow attributes is escapism and a false sense of heroism. Now I feel like your person may struggle with escapism. Now for some of you that could be unhealthy habits and patterns. Okay, escapism can be drugs, it can be alcohol, it can be, playing video games, like instead of, dealing with reality, losing yourself in books. I'm not saying reading is bad by any means, but you know what I mean? When someone wants to divert from reality, they escape into, it can be drugs, it can be alcohol, it can be video games, it can be, it can be reading. Okay. But I just want to be clear, I'm not saying like reading is a bad habit, but when it diverts your attention from reality and from facing what you need to face, then it can be, escapism. I don't know why I had to super explain that, but I have to stand up for reading. Reading is good. Okay. But anyway, so I just feel like that Nine of Pentacles in reverse can be pointing towards that escapism here in their, in their energy. Now we see feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. Yeah, so your person may be really worried that they're going to be abandoned here. Now, we do get this codependent energy from the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And again, this might be somebody who very heavily relies on their friends and their family and their opinions, very heavily influenced by that. That can also be a cultural thing or a family thing. Okay, so again, and I also just think this person is worried that you're going to let go, that you're going to abandon them. All right, so they see that you're not taking action, you're not communicating. They're passionate about you, but there's something here they can't put their finger on. They're not fully trusting, right, how you feel. We see athlete energy, misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends, a false sense of invulnerability and entitlement. I don't think they necessarily see you that way, but I do think this person sees you maybe getting a lot of attention for your physical looks, or for superficial things. And again, not saying that you're superficial, but again, this person might be a little bit insecure that you're a head turner, right? Or that people, are always hitting on you or coming on to you or, making a play for you. Okay, but it's interesting, Gemini, because there's this energy that, like what I was getting from this Strength card, is they see you as having a passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, an ability to help transform pain into healing. And I feel like that's the energy they pick up on when they're around you. And most likely other people do as well. So I do feel like there's a lot of people who are drawn to you, and that may make this person feel a bit insecure. Now, how they express that insecurity and how much it affects them in this relationship is going to determine whether or not this is something that is, is it a major red flag, or is it just that? Okay. So what we're seeing behind the scenes is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Again, this person may struggle with some codependency, which can mean many, many different things to different people. There may be something here that's also blocking them from fully giving to this connection. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles. So this is them tossing some breadcrumbs or not fully pulling their weight in the connection. Empress energy. But this is somebody very high vibrational. This is somebody who has a lot to offer. But it's like they don't feel like they can fully invest yet. And maybe because they feel, they're picking up on you being that King of Cups in reverse, that you haven't fully invested yet. So there's this mirroring energy. And we see the Devil in reverse. They may be a little bit stubborn. They might be feeling pessimistic here, that things are never going to work out. But at the same time, the Devil in reverse tells me that whatever this person is struggling with or holding them back, they can, and most likely they will, transform it. They're going to release that karmic behavior or situation, or stop caring so much what other people think they should do or how they feel about this connection. So I definitely see transformation and evolution there. King of Swords, Gemini, stay in alignment. Try to see things from a higher perspective. And that's this energy. Be aware if what you're doing fits the big picture, and ask yourself what new actions you can take to elevate higher. That is an echo here of the King of Swords, Gemini. All right, and we see the Ten of Wands. Now, this particular Ten of Wands, he's released all those other wands. And he's holding this wand, passionate new beginning. So it's time to communicate, get something off your chest, or your person is going to do that. We see the Four of Pentacles, hold back, watch and wait. The Page of Wands energy in reverse. Someone here is holding back and lacking confidence, while it feels like the other one is about to open up, get something off their chest, and communicate. And when I cut the deck again, we have the World card. Remember, your person came out as the World in reverse, and now they're showing up as the World in the upright. So this is telling me your person is making meaningful change and transformation, getting their priorities straight, and coming in for a new beginning, even if they're lacking confidence here. Okay, it's definitely a very nuanced reading here, Gemini. But hold back until you feel comfortable, until you have all the information you need. It's important that you feel confident in your decision making. All right, so we have shady, your person's energy, stressful. Okay, so I get more so that they're hiding the fact that they're under a lot of stress and that they're really drained. Okay, I get that they're hiding it. I think they're more stressed and they're more drained, more worried about missing this opportunity than you realize. And Spirit babies, this is my Six of Cups. This is telling me that there's a very sweet energy here. They feel like you two are soulmates. They feel like you two are a perfect match. Okay. What else do my Geminis need to know about this person? What else do we need to know about this person? I feel like they're just stepping into that empowerment energy. They have a secret desire, or their feelings for you are deeper than you realize. Angelic and loves to go out. Okay, all of those are really positive. They may be feeling a little bit insecure, but they are very passionate about you, Gemini, very attracted to you. So it's like a lot of emotions here showing up. Let's see what their very next actions are towards you. What are their very next actions towards you? Hanged Man. So within the next week or so, I mean, they're still hanging out in your energy around you, holding back, looking at all the details. But we see the Four of Swords in reverse. They're restless though, and they want to get to the heart of the matter. But I do feel like over the next couple of days or weeks, you're still going to be seeing this person, you're going to be feeling this person, and their restlessness is building. It's coming to a boiling point, that Ten of Wands. They're going to have to get something off their chest. I feel like it's coming soon. Okay, it's happening soon. All right, now let's see what Gemini's advice and guidance is here, please, Spirit. What is Gemini's advice and guidance regarding this situation, please? What is Gemini's advice and guidance here, please? All right, protect. You're being asked to protect yourself and your energy. It's okay to want to give to others, which you do effortlessly. It's important, though, that you set healthy boundaries with your energy before doing so. Now is the time to get some protection in place. Okay, and I don't necessarily think you need to protect yourself from this person's energy. I mean, you'll know if that hits home for you or not. And again, that's a big clue as to what you should do here if you do feel you need to protect your energy from them. But I do also feel like there's a lot of interference. There's a lot of advice. There's a lot of opinions. And I feel like that's where it's really important for you to get this higher view and see, how do you really feel here, Gemini? Because, you know, there can be a lot of noise around a situation which can confuse the issue. And Spirit saying, consider the options, Gemini. You've narrowed your focus to one desired outcome, and you might be missing a bigger opportunity. Open up and let the universe send you the highest possible result. All right, my lovely Geminis, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you love and light. Take care.